Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Synergy. We have a goal. The goal is to get 50 citizens. That'll happen just kind of like naturally over time. The secondary goal is to get our sand extractor and sand factory working. The sand extractor is all the way over yonder. Or sand harvester. Is that the same thing? We come down here. We're working on the weather station. So we've got the sand extractor and the sand factory. So you build that on top of whatever that other thing is. Problem is, A, we need more tools, but we are working on that, so not a big problem. We need more culture. Right now we're sitting at 62 from houses from other sources. So you get culture from houses? I never knew. I should have read that. We're also working on the Botanic Square. Do you get more culture from different houses? You need 260 for the turret house. What about the other? Isn't there like a longhouse? Where does that one exist? Are you a longhouse? Sand glider? No, not at all. Longhouse? Agriculture? Maybe over here? Irrigation? Well, that would be nice though. Scent garden, I remember that from the tutorial, plus the fountains, green water, and open circuit cooling. Preserving knowledge, education, spherical forum, I remember building that in the tutorial as well. Alright, so the key is to get more culture. From what I remember, a lot of culture can be got, that's where it says 20 from other sources. I believe we got that from exploring, so we'll continue to explore. This time when they get back, let's give them a chance to drop off all of their stuff. Because I've noticed if you send your explorers like immediately back out into the world, they don't drop off their stuff immediately. Or maybe they do and we just haven't unloaded it from the building. Maybe that's the problem. Let's give them like a day or two before we send them back out into the world. Where would we like to send them to? I almost wonder, like, should we go check on the Almanac lady or whatever her job was? Like, would she... Do you think that'll give us culture? It seems like something culturally related, like making a book. Oh, sick! We got composites. That's awesome. Reason being, once we actually get to 260 culture, we can immediately research the new type of house, the turret house. Do you get more culture for upgrading your cultural square as well? These are the questions. If I wanted to build more houses, looks like you could build the houses all the way out to the edge. And then 3... and 3, but then you would have like a little extra space between the houses and the edge over there. So maybe we just like keep sticking down like benches, like bench here, bench there. Because what are we up to? That'll be 6, and then like a bench next to the tree. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to jam as much stuff in there as I can. We've learned... Oh, weird! If you notch the giant fungus, you get gross water. No wonder this thing was getting gross water over here. I thought that was coming out of the trees. It was coming out of the mushroom. Lesson learned. Got plenty of branches, though. I was hoping the people just kind of like existing, the people that were normally involved in our exploration process would be doing stuff around town. It doesn't look like they're doing a great job of offloading materials, huh? I was gonna go in here and then like try and reorganize my sorting process, but then I totally forgot to do that. So my bad. We could kind of like piecemeal it, because you're not gonna want to put resin over here. Resin should be with the trees. Same thing with tools, tree trunks. I guess tree trunks will probably come from anywhere. Soft fibers will come from these trees, right? Is that what you're doing? Yep. And then branches. So we should probably ban branches from this guide as well. They're there. And bark. Because bark should be stored down here with this guy. Yeah, we're making the benches fantastic. 7 out of 8. We still need the upgraded house, but that's going to take a long time. Hatted tree is interesting. I wonder... And how many straw trees do we have? We have 4 out of 5. Or 4 out of 8. Didn't I change you to be a seed scatterer? Requires rotten resource. Isn't that what you guys are supposed to be doing? There's too many people. Or there's not enough people to do the jobs I want everybody to do. Did you finish your job? You sure did. Alright, get out of there. I need you elsewhere. Alright, let's send these explorers back into the wasteland. Let's think about this. Inselberg? What on earth is an Inselberg? Is it a berg made out of incels? I'm sorry. That seems interesting. A chasm? There is an antenna. Hides technological artifacts. A camp. Could be people. We got the stream and a couple swamp things. That'll get us a tablet. Maybe that would be good. Let's check out the Inselberg. I don't know what that is. We're gonna find out together. Who knows, man? Do you get plus 20? Or is it a maximum of plus 20? I guess we'll see when they finish that last bench. Because I don't know if it's 20 total, or do you get 20 per item? I thought it was 20 per item, but now I'm not sure. And then irrigation canals would be really good, because then you could get, assumedly... Oh, I think it's gotta be... You can get 50 canals? Whoa! So this one, if I'm reading this right, plus 2 per, you would get 100 from all of the canals. You'd have to do like a dang snake plan where the canals are just going all over the place. But you could make it work. Every tree we plant, this is the one that's really, really hurting us, is we could try... I almost wonder, I should probably add this dude. To try and, maybe not those other ones. Just that one tree to try and pull more of the, what are you called? A bunch tree into the sphere of influence here. I should probably queue up ripping out all of these mushrooms though. I don't really want the mushrooms in here, because they're kind of in the way anyway. And we're planning on building out over that stuff. Let's go speed up. People zipping around. You're out of food. What? How is this possible? We have so much food. You bozos, deliver some food elsewhere. Where is all the simple dishes being held? They're being held in the damn kitchen. They're just like throwing stuff on the ground. I don't know, understand the... Something, this is borderline me complaining too much, but something needs to be done about the AI with the delivery people. They don't prioritize things in a way that makes sense to me. Maybe it's a problem with me, but I feel like they will ignore stuff for like infinite amounts of time for what seems like no reason. And then and that like ends up to the point where A, we're not cooking any meals even though we have 4 people in here, so they should be cooking meals like insanely fast, and then that leads to these people starving over here and they're unhappy. So I don't know, man. We did cure that one guy, so let's kick that person out of the infirmary. Let's check in with the exploration team. So yeah, if they're working on that, great. I would love to see some sort of like, maybe even like an explainer of how the people transporting stuff around the town works. It's a little maddening how they don't prioritize stuff. Or like the AI seems to like focus on certain things over others, and then they don't ever clear the backlog in certain buildings, and then those buildings get overfilled, and then they don't work anymore. So this is crazy. Anyway, the Inselberg stands on the explorer's path is marked with undulations as if some wavy liquid had suddenly frozen. The party observes a cavity at the top of the rocky formation. Considering the watery behavior of the strange hill, it is rather reasonable to suppose that the small pit is in fact the entry point of a projectile. Still, they would need to cut through the stone to make sure, and that would take quite some time as well as proper tools. While we're here, you might as well dig. The digging is long and difficult, but it produces plenty of rocks which will be useful for construction. As the explorers begin to lose hope of finding the life form they are searching for, there's a life form? They come across a cold bluish black metallic surface. The object looks very much like a meteorite, and it contains a number of metals that would be useful to the city. Still, why has its impact been so atypical? Where are the crater and the tectonic cracks? Which approach will you choose? We don't get a choice. We extract the strange rock from the heart of the meteorite. The party sets off again with its findings. We what? What did we get? We got a strange rock? I don't understand. I guess we'll find out when they get back. Confusing. How long ago did we finish this weather station? Be honest with me. Alright, we need more tools. Oh, that's a cultural research. That's right. So we want blue research. I'm wondering if we're running out again. Kinda looks like we are. In that case... Nope, you're green. Yeah, it looks like we'll have to... just like kick these people out of the research center. Have them transport stuff around. Meanwhile, you guys just like... somebody go over here and just start aiding the people. New children! Fantastic news. You need tools to make the sun awning? Oh, the street lamp. Oh, I did not realize that made tools. Or needed tools. What do you got rocks in here for? Here, get a second person working in here. We have 11 citizens all of a sudden? Holy cow. That's even with the explorers gone? Whoa, all right, all of a sudden, we have people everywhere. Do you guys all have houses? 48? Oh yeah, we got 48 housing. Actually, we could build one extra house. We should build it out of stone. Or, what do we have the most out of? Bark? I guess bark and stone. We should build another house because we want to get to 50 people. And we have 48 right now, so that'll help us out. Meanwhile, you guys crank through these tools. 4.5 days to make 10 tools is pretty good. We don't have any more thorns. Oh no, we do. It's just in the inventory of this building. So they should be able to make a fair amount of tools, which is kind of cool. You're making tree trunks out of resin. And we don't have anybody working on anything in the weaver's shop. But I would like to get one unit, at least one unit of protective gear going. Because there's some stuff in the technology tree that requires protective gear. How's this coming along? Picker's cabin. Oh, it took you like forever to do that. But that's good. We can get our hands on Liana's. Liana's? I think it's Liana's. We could get some ashy kernels as well. Are those useful? What do you do with those? I forget. Why not? You're not really doing much otherwise. And then we'll get one person in there. Let's go ahead and throw one more person into the assignment tower. I'm not 100% sure what they do. They seem to like kind of screw up my manufacturing of things, but no courier available. I don't understand what you mean by that, because we have 8 people not doing anything. There we go. They just don't do it. You have to like prioritize stuff for them to be able to like get anything done around here. It's crazy. Yep, there they go. All right. We'll just go ahead and prioritize all of these giant fungi so I can get them out of the way. Thankfully, we're not building anything right now. We're building a house, but it's totally extra, so that's fine. Urban well-being. Fantastic. Well, that's kind of fun. What does this do? Relax without having to face the dangers of the outside environment. So that seems like it would be another, like, residential district, yeah? Maybe we put it over here. Or maybe even a little further out. Although it would be close to this industry stuff. I don't know if they like industry. Maybe put it out here. Like... here? Although it probably doesn't like the cabbage either. Is there a way to tell what I should be building this around before I build it? It doesn't look like there is. And we don't want to interfere with this market square. And there was gonna be another market square over here. So, I mean, it might also be completely unnecessary to build another square. Like, especially all the way out here. We'll hold on to that for now. I'm not sure what to do with that. Feel free to let me know what you think of that square. What else have we unlocked? So we've unlocked irrigation canals. More cultivatable land. Interesting. Takes tools and bad water. Less toxic water used. We could use toxic water and remedy. And then public I think we'll do that one. Public fountains is a good one. We have the works of art and we have clean water. Get on it. What about this one? Cultural level of 100. I like need access to more cultural buildings or something. I'm not sure. How's this going? How's the 608 on dirty water? 152 plus 46 plus whatever else is out there. The expedition is back. Fantastic news. You guys still haven't offloaded these people's stuff. Ah, Sand Glider Garage makes them go twice as fast. That's kind of cool. I also don't know how to force people to output the inventory. But no culture was gained. All right, we're gonna go to the camp. I have a feeling if I go to the camp and finish that book, we're gonna get some culture. How's our food doing? Still have plenty of vegetables and watery pods. Our cooked meals are finally increasing again. Water's doing fine. Plenty of remedies and poultices. We could do more purifying remedies, honestly. Alright, throw a person in there. Just to get more of that, because I think I used some of that recently. No scrolls, lots of musical instruments, and a few works of art. Still working on the protective gear. It says you're working, but I don't see any output. Oh, it's because we don't have any. All right, you get prioritized because for whatever reason the people can't figure out how to deliver anything to anywhere. It's like the bane of the game's existence for me is that the delivery system is so obtuse that I can't understand how it's working, and the only way I can see like people actually getting stuff delivered to them is by giving it high priority. And there they go. Now they've delivered the stuff to them. Maybe what you're supposed to do is make it high priority, and then once it's full on components, then take it off high priority. Part of the thing is I think maybe my high priority stuff has overtaken like what like their natural logic would be. So like this one's pretty close. It's got 60 bark, 4 out of 6 resin. I notice they're going around the building like this, so let's just finish the path for them. Expedition has reached the person. The Almanac. Give them some ink now. Oh, I didn't realize they needed even more stuff. She's working. What have they brought to repair the machine? Here's some ink. We got musical instruments because of it. How dare you? I want culture so bad. Although it looks like we still have more to do for her. So we'll get them back. And then maybe we can continue to make the Almanac work. I'm hoping to God that the Almanac unlocks some sort of magical culture knowledge. Why don't we do the open circuit cooling? Toxic water per recipe just seems like a useful thing to have. Or less toxic water per recipe, I think. Or does that count only for this building? Or I guess we'll see. Reduced production must be in the dry season. Oh, duh. We don't want that. -5 toxic water when it's in the harbor district. Interesting. Well, doesn't look like anybody wants to deliver you any more resin for some reason. Are we out of resin? Nope. We have 60 resin somewhere. Couldn't tell you where, though. Is it down below? Nope, there's 21 in this thing. And there's 29 in this guy. And 10 in that one. That one's fine, probably. Maybe, I don't know. Rocks are coming in. 192. I don't know. What are ashy kernels for? Natural ingredients. I feel like those are part of pharmaceutical production. They certainly are. I don't think we need as much rock and kernel production as we've been doing. The explorers are back. Oh, still more stuff to do. Right back to the Almanac lady. We're gonna get this Almanac done today if it kills me. Or my workers, for that matter. Alright, let's take this guy off the active thing. Take this guy off the active thing. Kitchen will keep on active because that one seems pretty important. And this one is overloaded still, and they still haven't unloaded it. So, give them a reason to go out there. There they go. They're doing it. Part of the reason is it might just be that far away. Is they're like, man, I gotta walk a long ways, so it's taking them longer to get stuff than I think it should. Moving on tracks and roads plus 50%. Are paths faster or slower or similar? I saw a discussion about this on the Discord like a couple days ago. And people were saying that there was no difference between clay roads and paths. Like if I were to build this in front of this guy, I don't know. I was hoping I'd build it in front of him and he'd walk along it and I'd see him moving faster. Leads to the cabin to the technician. She's still working on her press. Repair the device. The technician has a rudimentary forge for melting the necessary materials and with which she manages to reforge the fans. The Almanac will soon be printed. Come on back, team. I'm so excited. It's really happening. Oh, the securing the caves. We don't have protective gear. Excuse me, aren't you supposed to be working on protective gear? Okay, you're halfway through. Only takes you 5 days. All right, we'll wait a little bit. Is there anything else we could work on in the meantime? We could work on watery pods production, but we're overloaded with pods and leaves at this point, so I don't think I want to waste my time doing that. Could you do this one? You could! Ground analysis. Takes 20 days. This one takes 10. All right, let's wait until the protective gear is done. Let's pull these people out of the Hall of Wisdom for the time being. Just so they can run around and deliver stuff better. And once these are done, then we'll have them start back up on the cave securing. Because there's a couple caves around. There's one there. There's one over here. I don't even know what the caves do. A big mystery. They're back. Send them right back there. Get the Almanac. I need the culture. Stonehouse is done. It took a whole cycle and a half. Maybe. You still working on spreading these things? Oh, we don't have any rotten resources. You guys need to drop the rotten resources off. Otherwise, we won't be able to do anything. All right, we'll leave you two on high production. Even though this will lead to more watery pods, but what are you gonna do? Heading back to the Almanac. This guy should be ready to go now. This guy. Easily collapse and are too risky to accommodate extraction workers. We should install some support infrastructure to make use of the caves. Oh, I see. So those make mushrooms and boreal rock. That is really interesting. Excuse me. Oh, it's because it's still in the inventory of this thing, isn't it? It sure is. Gosh dang it. It's the the supply people are gonna give me an ulcer. It makes no sense to me. Nothing any of the people do that are in charge of delivery, one way or the other, none of it makes any sense to me. Because they'll take forever to deliver stuff. They'll take forever to move stuff out of a place. I wonder if it's because this is set at 100? Nope, he just took some out. I have no idea. It's the most unintuitive system I've ever come across in a game. And I love this game. It's got great atmosphere. I like the exploration, and the research aspect is really fun. It's just the supply makes zero sense to me. And maybe that's on me, but for now. So the Almanac is done. Standing at her press's console, the technician waits impatiently for the explorers. We have repaired all the machine's damaged components and collected all necessary resources to operate it. The technician is waiting for us to start printing the almanacs. Print them. The technician spends hours printing and folding the almanacs. Once those are finished and handed over to the expedition, she falls on her pillow exhausted. I thought it was going to say she falls on her pillow dead. She has spent so much time repairing the machine she hasn't thought about the distribution. What approach will we choose? Yes! Dude, 30 cultures, 60 scrolls, and 2 tablets. That's sick. Yes! Excuse me, why did my culture drop by 20 all of a sudden? I would love to know what happened. Oh, we could build the weather station. I completely ignored that. Not under strategy. Probably science? Knowledge? Yeah, weather station. Oh, you're not very big at all. I thought you would be much bigger. In that case, maybe we stick you... Where do we stick you? Maybe like right here? Everybody's healthy. Oh, my culture shot back up. I don't understand culture at all. 76. It was at 48 like 2 seconds ago. What happened? Oh, I wonder, is it because the people that were working in the Hall of Wisdom, they like lend culture to here? That makes sense. I understand. Hey, they got the rotten resources. Let's put a person back to work in there. Maybe they will actually do seed scattering now. That'd be pretty sick. There's a new tablet to decipher in the research interface. We've gained 30 culture and 60 scrolls. It's all 106. We've done it. What have we unlocked? What can we research now? Oh, we can make public fountains too. Oh, we could do the spherical forum. We don't have enough works of art. Rats. Although, and that's also a cultural research. Let's see. Technological is what we're after. What do we got? Oh, that's right. The whole thing we were talking about is sand extraction. Get on it, team, before we run out of culture. Excuse me. Is there a reason I can't do this one? Is it because I don't have anybody working in there right now? Oh, they're already working on... I forgot they were working on open circuit cooling, and then I just knocked people right out of there, and then they never researched it. That's my bad. Now, I guess, like, that goes to show you should be exploring almost, like, constantly. So... we don't really need water supplies. A glade is an interesting... basically, I'm just trying to think of where could we find more people. Let's send the expedition to the camp out here. And maybe we'll get lucky. But... I think that's a great place to pause the episode. If you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Synergy or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!